Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the season and series finale for The Leftovers. This is Season 3, Episode 8, The Book of Nora. Now, thoughts on the last episode are on the back half of there, but as per finale episodes, I'm not going to talk about the previous one. I just want to say that this show has been a treat. I don't want to say a sleeper, hit for me personally, but it's one of the few shows that I started that I had not heard of until recommendations in the comments. Now since I'm trying to get my brother to watch the show, so it's been a blast. I've had no idea, episode to episode, season arc through season. Now we're up to the last episode of the last season. I still don't know how they're gonna land it. Like, is it gonna be extraterrestrial or a god divine thing, or just some mysterious phenomenon, or something different? Or does it not matter what disappeared them? It was, the whole show, The Leftovers, been about the people that did not, poof out. Yeah, arm still in the sling because I don't learn. I do have a running list of recommended shows from the comment section. So, as always, you can stake your claim in there, make a case for a show. And it doesn't even have to be this genre. Like, I know what's going on in November and December, but I'm like looking ahead and planning for January and February. I want to have time to get new shows, find them, source them. I generally try to reply to comments. I've got the time, and as much as I vouch for trying to make these videos worth your time and trying to save time, you take additional time to throw out some words, I'm gonna, take the time and throw it back at you. So. And to me, that's just like a decency thing. It's not even like a feed the algorithm bullshit, because I don't ask for likes, I don't ask for comments, I've never asked for subs. With a title episode like The Book of Nora, I can only help but wonder and think about that Nora that we got at the end of the first episode, where I couldn't even tell it was Nora. I thought it was a lady from earlier within that episode, but Nora seems to be on a farm or a homestead, or some simple, rudimentary religious life. Like, not Amish, but, something. I'm sure they've said it before, and it just flew over my head, or I was talking over it, and for that, I apologize. Alright, I've been rambling on for quite long enough. I think we're going to stop here and get into the episode, so here it is, season finale, series finale, episode 3 of Season 3 of The Leftovers, episode 8, The Book of Nora. Here we go. Yeah, last episode was the first season's intro song, and now for the last episode, this one, we're doing the second season's.
Okay.
Bring her back online.
This is a copy of today's paper.
Oh no, she's doing it. I thought they rejected her though.
I hereby all individuals for the procedure that's about to occur. I'm of sound mind and body, and I'm acting of my own free will.
She wants you to do it again. Because I do not believe you.
Does she look distressed or pressure underneath?
You invited me here, and then you rejected me.
Then you showed
but
up.
I sat outside your house all night, and I followed you here, so you'd have no choice but to let me get into your machine. And I don't lie. My name is Nora Elizabeth Jameson
This has
Durst.
been one long take, and now they're doing a slow push in.
I was born on November 18th, 1979.
You'll just have to bear with us.
Not a fan of the mold of somebody in a cocoon or a stasis. Yeah.
Fossil. The person is gone.
Maybe they'll let you keep mine.
Well, I mean, Kevin wanted to be taxidermied. I don't know what Matt wants.
Then pull your knees towards your chest and hold them there. Once inside the event chamber, you will be able to hear us, and we will be able to hear you.
Up to the point you vaporize.
After the third tone, the chamber will fill up with fluid. The fluid will have the same consistency as water, but it is not water. It contains metals that will be irradiated.
I thought she was going to say it was hyper-oxygenated fluorocarbon water or something from the abyss, She's like, no, it's metal. Don't get it in you.
Activity.
Pole dancing.
Now.
Gecko.
Oh, Mad
Okay,
Libs. I
here
thought
we
they were
go.
doing crosswords. I'm
Nora
like, how is
was
she
the
nailing
cheapest
these
first,
things?
Enjoyed crosswords.
Is this the Book of
closing
Nora,
cards, and
a Mad
clothing.
Lib?
It wasn't hellfire and damnation. It was Camp Holy Spirit.
Potato, potato.
Yeah, I used to go to Sunday
you, 8
school,
years old?
and then I asked too many questions and brought up the dinosaurs over and over, and then they're like, you gotta not bring them anymore. That'd be okay with us.
You said that I was the bravest girl on earth. And every time you sent me a letter with a new matlip in it, that's who it was addressed to, the bravest girl on earth.
I knew they were gonna hit us with the music eventually.
If I was a great gecko, I'd be trying to talk you out of this.
You're great because you're not trying.
Have they shared footage of what happens to the people in the chamber? You know, they said they'll be watching.
I'm scared of the chemicals they're gonna put in my body to try and make me better, and I'm scared it won't work. But most of all, I'm scared that I'll survive. Because if I do,
Then what?
how can I ever stand in front of a room full of people and convince them that I have the answers when I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about?
I wonder why the protective suits for everyone else, though. Like, what are they? Is it radiation, chemical, biological? I just thought a bunch of fucking hungry boars just run out and rip her to pieces for no reason. You know, it's just where my brain went. Wu-Tang. She still got that tattoo. Why wouldn't she? It's a tattoo, dumbass. The fact that they had a pod come out with a fossil in it. I'm doing the quotes down low. I don't want to lift my arm up. Fossil. Straight up Demolition Man vibes. Yeah, but we're really early in the episode, so she can't die, right?
I love you too. We're going to begin, Nora.
I'm gonna hold my breath with her when the shit starts to come in. Did she say yes? Or why was she not holding her breath anymore? Like, I'm still holding my breath, just letting some out. I'm not breathing in yet. Why would she do that? Oh. A raven, my lord.
A raven came from the citadel. A white raven.
So what I'm trying to figure out is this like her purgatory, or is she somewhere else? And how does that connect to the first episode when we saw her? Because I haven't looked at that since that episode.
Don't usually get so many so close together. Love is in the air.
This is the exact same conversation. I remember that.
Sarah, does the name Kevin mean anything to you?
No.
It even sounds like Nora. I don't know why.
Are you sure?
It didn't even. I know she's going
Because
by
a
a
man
different name,
calling
but
himself that came by yesterday.
Did you tell him anything?
Of course not. But I think he knew I was lying.
so is this in the future? Like after the flood didn't happen, or so then the machine didn't kill her then for her to be here and this time older. If Kevin's trying to find her. He's on to me. I gotta get out of here. Like, dreaming of the man I love. Damn.
Nora?
That looks like if Kevin was somebody's grandfather.
Kevin Corvey. I don't know if you remember me. I was the chief of police in Mapleton.
Don't know if you remember me.
We only talked a couple times, really. The Christmas dance.
Is this an afterlife? Because look how well backlit it is. It's so bright.
And I saw you riding your bike, and I thought to myself, holy shit, I think that's Nora Durston.
Showed a picture of me to the nun at the convent. That's how you found out where I lived. She told me that you asked if I...
Are you married?
What?
I saw that they were having a dance in town.
What is going on here? This is...
So, here we are in the middle of nowhere, bumping into each other.
Maybe it's just Kevin killed that other aspect of himself in the previous episode. Maybe that's why it seems so weird and off to me right here.
The guy you barely remember shows up on your doorstep, asks you to go on a date with him.
How would you forget Kevin and Lily?
Please just go.
It's good to see you, Nora.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel either. I don't know what is going on here. Just tobacco, that ain't gonna do it. I can't tell if that's adjusted color or if it's just that popping of color right now. Then again, screens make yellow by mixing red and green, so yeah, it's whatever.
Hello? Did you tell him?
Nora?
Did you tell him? Kevin! Fucking Kevin! He's here!
I was gonna say, that sounds like Lori. Yeah, wait a minute.
I don't tell you about the people here, and I don't tell the people here about you. I would never betray that, Nora.
So is Lori not dead? Or did she not go through with it? Or is Lori dead?
He acted like we were just casual acquaintances from Mapleton years back. Like we were never together. Like...
Huh.
Huh.
What's that mean, huh?
A dance?
I guess there's a dance in town tonight, and he asked me to go.
Patient,
called me.
patient
Because you wanted me to say
confidentiality.
it's okay to go to the dance.
I do not want to go to the fucking dance!
Okay.
But if you did, it's okay.
That's
Jesus
right.
Christ, Lori!
I should have paid more attention when Lori was on the phone, because I didn't get a good look at the baby to see if it could be like a John and Lori baby, as to establish how much time may have gone by. She gonna wake up screaming in the pod with the liquid? Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm expecting a jump scare for some reason. Oh, well, this is even worse. How badly do you want to go to the dance? Ah. Ooh, that could have been bad. Sorry, I'm taking in that fat bass right now. Frazier the Lion, where is he? Lest I become him if I speak his name. Oh, I see that dude getting down. He threw his arms back. Wow, he was whipping. That guy, yeah.
I bumped into him at the hotel bar. They told me if I didn't come, they'd be angry with me.
So you're saying you've never been here before? This is your first time in Australia?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, does he not remember?
Keep what up?
Or is this a different him? Or...
I asked you to go to Miami.
You asked me to go to Miami.
Yes.
Do not...
But we were strangers.
Do not... Okay, I can't spoil other movies that have done this.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Mr. Durden.
Because if you asked me to go to Miami with you, I definitely would have gone.
Then you knew my brother, Matt Jameson?
I was hoping you were going to come to the funeral.
Oh.
We have a daughter together, Penelope. About a year old now. He's 91, he's still kicking.
Oh, he must be immortal. Oh, runs in the family, right?
Hey, don't joke about Kevin Jesus over there.
A couple years back, I had a heart attack. Want to see my scar?
She came!
No, the scar is from where they put the,
How nice of you to get all dressed up for my wedding.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a wedding.
I'm just fucking with you. She's very serious.
Yeah. I told her I had a crush on a girl, and I wanted to chase after her, but I didn't know what to say.
That's how it worked. It'd be like that sometimes.
Hey, listen up, fuckwits.
What? You fucking right, cunt. I watched The
Beloved
Boys
friends.
the other day, season 2. I started.
I think I may be pregnant.
No!
Ha ha ha.
Let's get to the
ha.
ooey gooey. We have gathered your notes
Ooey gooey.
and attached them to these beautiful birds.
Righty crikey.
Now we are going to set them free so they can fly off to every corner of the world,
Spreading love.
spreading those messages of love to people everywhere.
I don't know.
All right, sister.
What did you write?
Why am I leaning
For
in?
me to know. And some alone the Eskimo to find out.
I look forward to a lifetime of fucking up with you. But I hereby swear I will never sin again.
Oh no. Are we sacrificing the
In
goat?
biblical times, a goat was designated to be
Like
driven into the desert with the sins of the community upon it. Let these beads represent our sins. Then Russell will drive the scapegoat deep into the bush, far from here.
A scapegoat. A scapegoat. I'm upset at that.
Have you ever seen somebody sacrifice a goat?
That'd be weird.
Does he not remember? Like, is this a Tyler Durden thing, but he doesn't have that other half's memory? Like, the dog killer was that other half. I feel like they aged her up a lot more, just ruggeded her. Like, I feel like they just put a little gray in his hair and he smiles a little bit more. To hit these emotional beats and these markers and cues when the camera is also navigating the space. I wonder how many shots it took of them doing that to then stitch it together.
How did you find me, Kevin?
Saw you riding your bike.
I'm on vacation in Australia. I saw you ride by on your bike.
Because it's not true.
She needs to see her kids or have something crazy happen to give some sort of context to all of this. Are they gone? Are you expecting more birds? Is something missing? I don't understand. Oh.
Evening.
What? Like, I thought it was somebody starting a fire. He's just being all super casual.
Those birds are trained to do one thing, just one thing, and that's to come home. So you must have done something different.
Maybe they're delivering the messages of love.
It's great that your newlyweds believe that a bird with a range of 50 miles is going to carry their stupid poetry to Timbuktu, but don't sell that bullshit to me.
I'm not trying to sell you anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does Father Brian ride a motorcycle?
No.
Well, this man did. And he was climbing a ladder down from that room right up there.
I saw you dancing with that man. That man you said you didn't know.
Oh, boy. Matt panned out to not be a supervillain and then died of cancer, apparently. And now I just want Nora to burn everything down. Didn't dislocate a shoulder or fucking break a hip. Your beads. Wow. Oh, it was the one they put all their beads on to carry their burdens and shit, to be the scapegoat. Oh, I don't like how steep and wet this is. Nora. Yeah, so her birds are gone, but is she keeping the goat? Is that it?
Hey, you hungry?
You want to know how I found you, Nora?
We're all dead.
You want the truth?
We're all fucking dead.
When Matt told me you were gone, I didn't believe him. Or I couldn't. I had this feeling that you were still alive. Then Matt died, and you weren't even at the funeral. And every year I come to fucking Australia. Do you know this woman? Have you ever seen her before? And they all just look at me and they shake their heads and they say, oh, I'm sorry.
Obsession.
Because I couldn't stop.
Yeah, obsession.
I showed you a picture of that nun. And I saw it in her eyes. She recognized you.
That was a long shot of Kevin. They just
you were right.
Sat on him forever.
That's how I found you, Nora. I refuse to believe you're gone.
But then she got in the machine, so what happened with that?
I talk to Lori sometimes.
What?
Every once in a while. Just when I need to.
She knows you're here.
Oh, no.
Something mad at her.
Oh,
She's
no.
my therapist. She wasn't allowed to tell you. I needed to be with my kids.
I didn't mean to.
You meant it, and you were right.
Go be with them. Go away. Go be with them.
Best. I needed a way to get them back. I knew there was a chance it would kill me, but I made my peace with that, and I climbed right in.
Okay, I have to sneeze. This is a bad time.
I went through. It was the same parking lot I'd just been in, except there were no trucks.
This does sound like the plot of another movie that I don't want to spoil.
I walked long enough to convince myself that I was the only thing alive in that place. The man told me that 7 years earlier he was in a supermarket and every single person disappeared except for him.
Damn.
We lost some of them. But over there, they lost all of us. I went to find my kids, and I walked through Mapleton.
Again with the blown out white.
At first, I didn't recognize them. They were my children. And then my husband came out, and he was with a woman. She was pretty. They were all smiling.
This is a lot to take in. Like, I don't even remember how we got to this point.
In a world full of orphans, they still had each other. I was a ghost who had no place there. The physicists who sent me through told me the first person to use the machine was the guy who invented it. And I asked him to make another machine, because he already knew how.
To send her
and
back
he asked
to...
me if I'd come all that way, why in God's name did I want to go back? And I told him it's because I didn't belong there.
What?
And I came back through.
What? What?
I came back here.
No, bro. No way.
Did I...
Delusion created...
think about you? Of course I did. But so much time had passed that you would never believe me.
He went to a purgatory hellscape a few times. You might be surprised.
I believe you.
This is just like Kevin Sr. believing Grace and all the crazy shit she said.
Why wouldn't I believe you? You're here.
So in that other place, she was the one who blinked out and they just moved on.
I'm here.
Hey. What'd you do to my birds? They're trying to do one thing. And that is the finale. Going to the outro now, I guess. What else can we do? Yeah, right? I mean, I'm off key with it, but... Okay, Season 3, Episode 8, The Book of Nora, series finale, nothing is answered, everything is answered, and then it ends. I guess so, I guess. Okay, so that was the episode, that was the finale for the show, and the longest episode of the season. I don't know if I agree with that order, nothing is answered, then everything is answered. I feel like everything is answered, and then nothing is answered, but... So, I mean, it all just happened, but my take on what was said, especially at the end there, was that she blinked out and woke up in that same place where she was, but the trucks weren't there, and everything was boarded up, and so it's like she went to the exact same place that she teleported from. And it seemed to be like she spent some time over there, and then he had the machine and then came back. Because then wouldn't that mean that anyone else from his realm or his multiverse or whatever wanted to teleport over to find their missing loved ones? Wouldn't they also... I guess I'm assuming that if you're going through, you died on the other side, but it could be you go through and you survived in that universe too. You know, if it's just a coin toss. In her case, her husband and her 2 kids were alive when she went over to their side, but there's nothing to say, as far as I'm aware, that, again, they all couldn't be alive or a duplicate go across, you know? Like, what if somebody who didn't lose anyone went through the machine? Would they just be in an existence where the whole family's dead, or could they cross paths with themselves? Is, I guess, the shortest way to say what I've been rambling on and trying to say. I feel like in editing I'm going to catch a lot more, and then that would give me more context for this outro, but you know, I'm fresh off of an ending, and so we found out Matt died of his cancer. Yeah, I still think it was weird that Tommy never had to confess to Kevin, his dad, a cop, that he had to kill law enforcement when he escaped Dwayne, whatever his name was, his compound in the first episode or 2. Like, I thought that was going to be a big dramatic reveal or a point of contention where he reveals to his dad that he killed a cop. But then that never, as far as I know, was never brought up, or maybe it happened behind the scenes, or, you know, maybe I spoke over a line that acknowledges it. But that's just something I think, a loose end, I think could have been tied up maybe, but Now that the show is over, I can dig through on trivia and goofs and spoilers and deleted scenes and just dig around and try to squeeze more out of it, because I feel like there's a lot here, and this has only been my first watch. I mean, I very easily could have spoken over plot points or messed up or missed something. So anyway, I've been rambling on for about 5 minutes now. I need to cut this down to something shorter. So thank you all for being here. Leave recommendations for shows, vouch for them. I have a list running. I'll check it against the list and try to see what I can fit into the upcoming schedule, because I'm always looking ahead and trying to find new stuff to watch. I'm doing really bad at this outro shit today. Okay, so I'm really bad at outros and goodbyes, and I keep messing this up, so I'm just going to say thank you for being here. I hope this was worth your time, and I look forward to watching new shows in the coming weeks. Thanks again, and goodbye.